What's up, world? I am TJ, and this is Nativerezmedia, your place for opinionated tech news, reviews, and entertainment. And today, we'll be doing a review of the Selore Steam Deck dock. This is a 7-in-1 dual monitor Steam Deck dock that was sent out to me by this company to do this review on. I will be honest and objective while doing this review. They didn't tell me what to do or what to say in this review, so of course, that's just me. That's how I roll. With that being said, we'll be going over what comes in the box. We'll be going over the tech specs, look, feel, things like that. And we'll be going into my honest conclusion of if you should buy this at the end of this review. So let's just jump right into this. And of course, first, we're going to start off by going over what comes in the box. Simple, unassuming box here. Decent little size here. Has some branding, 4K 60 hertz here. Has a Selore and S Global on the box itself. Opening up the box, you are met with the Steam Deck dock itself wrapped inside of some plastic. Move that off to the side, and you do have a manual. Manual is self-explanatory. This is a plug-and-play device. It works on Linux, it works on Windows, things like that. You can plug in your laptop and use that if you need a dock for your laptop, and you won't have any issues there. And now we're going to get into the tech specs on this. I'm going to combine this with the port layout so you can see what I'm talking about. You have the first cable here that goes into the Steam Deck when it is docked there, and the next port is a USB-C charging port. It supports up to 100 watts pass through to your Steam Deck. Steam Deck only charges at 45 watts, so plenty of charging capability there. If you have a laptop, this will probably work with that as well. Some of these laptops today support up to 100 watts of charging while you're on the go or while you're docked at home. I don't know why you would need this with a laptop, but if you needed it, this is what you can use. So next to that, you have a USB 3.1 Type A port, and it supports up to 10 gigabytes per second, or 10 gigabit per second there. Then you go to your display port on the top there, and that is display port 1.4. This supports up to 4K 60 hertz on here, so not bad at all. Next to that, or just below that, you have your HDMI port. It's HDMI 2.0. That's 4K 60 frames per second. And then you have two more USB 3.1 Gen 2 10 gigabit per second ports, and then next to that you have your Ethernet port, which is gigabit Ethernet. And another tidbit, just in case you're curious, someone asked me in another review that I did on a similar dock if it supports 1440p 120 hertz, and it does, just in case you're curious. And next we're going to jump into the look and feel of this dock. It's mostly made of plastic. It does have some rubber matting on the bottom where the dock would rest in there, and on the back side here this is rubber as well. You have the Selore branding on the front here. On the bottom you have two long rubber feet to keep it from sliding around on your table, and you also have some venting on the bottom and on the top as well. It's a very substantially built dock. Nice, sturdy, nice little heft to it. And getting this thing set up for the first time is super simple, as I've said. So you got the dock itself on the back. You got the two monitor ports, display on the top, HDMI on the bottom. I have two cables here. One is from my right monitor, it's the HDMI. Left one is a display port. Keeping it simple there. So I'm going to plug my HDMI on the bottom, display port on the top. That's it. Set it down. It's pretty much ready to go. I can get a USB-C charging cable and plug it into the back if I like. I actually have one sitting right here. Bam. And I can plug this one into the back, into the USB-C charging port. Now, take my Steam Deck here, sit it on the dock, plug in the cable into the top of the Steam Deck, and turn my Steam Deck on. Once my Steam Deck is turned on, you can see it kind of flashed a little bit, and it will read on the monitors that the Steam Deck is plugged in. Let me bring this up a little bit so you can see. Because this is in gaming mode, as you can see, you only see the gaming mode set up there. And it's only going to be one monitor. This one's not on right now. I'm going to switch this over to desktop mode, and desktop mode is how you utilize the dual or triple monitor setup. Triple monitor because the Steam Deck itself is a monitor, then you have your 2 monitors up here if you need. So let me get that switched over to desktop real quick. And now we are in the dual monitor setup using the Selore docking station. As you can see on my right side, I have the 1080p monitor, 144 hertz. On the left side, it is a 1440p monitor at 75 hertz. If I right click on here and I click on configure display settings here, that's where I can go in and check and make sure everything's correct. I can tell right now that this right monitor is not correct out of the box by plugging it in, because there is a black bar on the left and right side of this monitor. So if I want to correct that, just click on here, go to resolution, put it at 1080p and hit apply. Something else to note, it's running at 1080p, and so the black bar is gone obviously, but it's at 60 hertz. This will run 1080p 120 hertz while this one is running at 1440p 75 hertz. This will not run at 144 hertz by itself, or 144 hertz while this is running at 1440 75 hertz. If I had dual monitors here and they were both 1080p, I probably can get away with 144 hertz. Not sure. I don't have something to test that. But if I go in here and put it at 120 hertz, hit apply, it'll blink. This will come on. It'll work at 120 hertz. It's pretty smooth there and it's fine. If I go in here and I jack that up to 144 hertz on this monitor here, hit apply, it'll blink for a second. This one will come back on, but this one will stay blank because it's just going to show no signal. Basically, it's not able to run that 144 hertz over there. So I just hit revert. It goes back to normal and I'm good to go. Now, lastly, if you want to use your Steam Deck as a monitor as well, you can. You just click on the built-in screen and you want to make sure you have that enabled. So let's do this. Built-in screen. There we go. Enable it. And then hit apply. So now I should have 1, 2, and 3 screens working right now. As you can see, this one, for some reason, the desktop, just the color, the background went away, but it's still working. I would have to go in there and finagle with it and mess around with it, probably disconnect things and reconnect it so that they all recognize everything. Once you hit it and you set it up, it's fine. But whenever you are switching around and enabling the Steam Deck as a triple screen and you have 2 dual monitors set up, you got to go in there and play around with the settings, because obviously the orientation on the Steam Deck right now is not correct. So I would have to go here, change the orientation on the Steam Deck to be the correct orientation. There we go. Hit keep, and now triple screens. Alright, and now I'm going to conclude this review by giving you my take on this Selore Steam Deck dock. Obviously, it's fairly simple, easy to use. It's $39.99 on Amazon right now with an 8% off coupon. The coupons are subject to change. Price is subject to change. That's as of today when I'm putting this video out. For the price, nice dock, dual monitor setup, decent amount of ports. I reviewed a dock similar to this month or so ago. Look basically the same, so I don't know if they come from the same manufacturers, but obviously when it comes down to that, you're going to be looking at the price, and for 40 bucks this is a steal. It is a very nice dock, works great with the Steam Deck. If you guys have any questions about the Selore Steam Deck dock, please let me know in the comments down below. But thank you guys for watching this video. Peace out.